Hello and welcome back to Kelly 60 Plays Pokemon Ranger, Guardian Signs, and last time we did the second trek of Caldera Volcano and oh boy, and caught Moltres. But after we reported the mission clear to our person who brought it up to us, we were told to come to Mount Bay. Base of Mount Bay, brought by Red-Eye. Hey, Red Eyes. What's with trying to look cool? I've been waiting, Rangers. What do you want calling us out here? A one-on-one battle. What? I'm kidding. Truth is I've also been wondering about those three legendary Pokemon. I did terrible things to them, so I owe them a debt. Thought I should do something when I saw them in that really agitated state. Guys, I didn't know you cared about Pokemon. Be quiet and listen. Thought that there must be something agitating them, so I searched the area close to where they were flying. And that's when I found this helmet. That's the piece of the golden arm. So there are more pieces of armor. Found all the pieces except for the helmet at the peak of the mountains where those three live. Even though the evil ruler is gone, they were still being influenced by the golden armor. I'll say this to defend their honor. I don't think they didn't succumb to any evil power, but were fighting it in their own way. You might be right. They were flying around the sky without returning to their nest because they were trying to shake off that evil power. And they wanted you Rangers to know this, so that's why they went back to the peaks of the mountains, where the pieces of armor were causing them pain and waited for you. Red Eyes, you might be exactly right. We'll be responsible for taking the golden armor back to the Ranger unit, so don't worry. I'd be grateful if you did. Well then, this is a little abrupt, but how about we put a price on this golden treasure? What, you plan to sell us that helmet? Of course. I don't have a drop of volunteer spirit in me. And here I was, foolish enough to be moved. Think on it, and in the meantime, let's have a fair fight for old time's sake. Then what should we do? No, I don't need an answer. I'm already ready to go. Let's go, my adversary. Ah. Bye. Oh, I'm like, bye, Quaxar. Oh, God. Oh, that's not gonna be an S rank. That's probably an A. Ooh, just barely got the S rank. That's great. 4 crushed, meaning he will be recatchable. As always, you just keep getting better and better. You win. Just let me say this one last thing. I'm not using a control gauntlet anymore. You can count on that. That was fun, thanks. Hey, Red Eyes, about the money for that helmet. We'll talk to the union so you can you give us a little time? You thought I was serious? I was kidding about the money. All I wanted was to have one more heated battle. As long as you make sure to dispose of this golden armor, that's all I care about. Ben, and you too, Summer. Hope we meet again somewhere. Yes, Pichu, of course you too. That ukulele suits you. Goodbye, heroes of Oblivia. Goodbye, Red Eye. Now, where is the other former commander? He wasn't all bad, I guess. Still, when you think about it, this golden armor was the source of everything, wasn't it? Should we just smash it here? Oh, somebody's contacting my styler. Hello, can you hear me? It's me, it's me. If you can hear, would you just respond? Professor Hastings, we can hear you. Couldn't use the Union, so I wrote a bird Pokemon while clinging to a ranger named Wendy and claimed to Oblivia, good grief. I've certainly had enough of being above the clouds. So where are you now, sir? Grant's house. A lady named Superna came, and I heard from her about how something seemed strange about Moltres and the others. We have taken care of that. That's what I heard. I also learned the cause of the legendary Pokemon's frustration. It was golden armor. The evil power contained in the remaining pieces was causing Moltres and the others to suffer. A former enemy, a man named Red Eyes, found the last piece for it. Former enemy, you say? I want to hear a detailed report, so you should return to Rand's house. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Yes, sir. No! No! Okay. What a fun... Here's my question. How does the Blaziken work? Is Red Eyes technically a trainer at that point? Was Red Eyes an undercover ranger this entire time? I both love and hate the sign mechanics of this game. Off to catch the Vileplume. Now, granted, some of the issues could be due to the fact that I'm using the Wii U gamepad and don't have that big of a screen to draw on, because I have to kind of use both screens at the same time, which could cause some of the issues I'm dealing with here, but I don't think that is complete. But I won't ever know until I try and play the game on the original hardware again. And off screen, I did go back to Foldera to get one Freeburn Pokemon. One of the Magmortar. And here's the Vileplume that's been sitting here for a while. Oh, that loop speed is 0.5 of a second. Surprisingly, Rand's house is the closest to where I need to go. So, back off to catch the Venusaur, because I lost it during previous bout. One of the legendaries. For the one quest I will turn in after we talk to Half. I say I already had S-rank, so I'm not worried. I don't need the man. At least the save data for this can be copied to another hard drive if I want to play it safe. I see, so that was the reason. I smashed that armor into a billion pieces with my invention, the hammer, drill, scissors, cutter. No, we can't do that, Nema. Even though we will destroy it, we have to take it back to the Ranger Union and research it first. Isn't that right, Summer? Huh? Oh, yes, of course. That being said, until the Union comes back, we have to store it in a safe place. And I have the perfect thing for that. My invention that even burglars lose interest safe. If we put it in there, it will be safe for sure. I don't know about the name, but for now, I'll have you put it in that safe. Even burglars lose interest safe is this one. Okay, everyone, heave ho! I'm still tired from the trip. Hurry, hurry. I've heard that line somewhere. Days later. Oh, welcome back, Hastings. These two showed me around the Oblivia Room. Now I've seen most of the places related to that incident. Thanks for coming along, sir. Now I just need to wait for the Union to return. Well, there's actually one more place I want to visit. You aren't going to go home yet. I'll tell you more about that later. Oh, Papa, welcome back. I forgot she just says mom, though. Oops. Thanks for watching the house, Nema. Ben and Summer, I'm sure you've been busy. Thanks for your hard work. Welcome, Professor Hastings. I'm glad you're well. Not sure if I should be the one to say this, but the presentation of the paper was really well received. I'm sure it was. Professional archaeologist and a Pokemon professional did their best to write that paper. You and Leanne worked really hard. Heard about this via wireless. Still, I'm amazed that the parts of the golden armor that went flying apart in the Sky Fortress ended up at each of those mountains. Well, it might not have been a coincidence. Golden armor may have chosen a safe place on its own to wait for the evil ruler that might appear sometime again in hundreds or thousands of years. He was trying to make Moltres and the others protect it, but they resisted mightily to keep that from happening. That's Hastings for you. That's a very convincing story. Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, and these two rangers, who I'm so proud of, may have saved Oblivia's future. That's fantastic. Oh, somehow I've got goosebumps. At any rate, everyone here has been working very hard. Want to hear about your next trip next, Mom and Papa? I'll pour some tea for everyone. Oh, then, can't think of anything to do, so I'll just strike a full boat. If you're the same as ever. By the way, Ben, as for what you need to do now, you may aim for a browser complete or continue your patrol and take on quests here in Oblivia. There's a lot to do. Professor Hastings has been saying he'd like to give you two a vacation as a reward for all of your hard work. I think it would be fun to relax a little too. Professor Hastings? Murph, you say this, but you're probably tired of relaxing, right? You can go back early in a little boat if you want. Professor Hastings, you're picking on me. Oh, and my character is once again alone. And now for the final quest that I have. Turn it? That I have picked up in the last 3 parts. Three or so parts, which is the Find the Herd. Thank you for bringing me those grass Pokemon. Vileplume, who was it that got in such trouble thinking this was just a medicinal plant? Oh yes, it was Booker. Carnifine, who was it that got in such trouble thinking this was just a medicinal plant? Ah yes, it was Booker. Venusaur, who was it that got in such trouble thinking this was just a medicinal plant? Ah yes, it was Booker. And the thing of it, I may be publishing this book just for Booker. Oh, I forgot. I take a picture of you and grass Pokemon. I'll use it for the cover if it turns out good. Look this way, everybody. Take cheese. Thank you for all your help. $25 Ranger points. They knew you were gonna go into this first and go through the entirety of the rest of the game. Man, not much I can do there. But I do believe at this point we got more quests showing up on Rainbow Island, finally. So it's finally time, next part, to get to work on the backlog of quests overall, which includes a couple here. The last, I will be skipping one set of quests on Rainbow Island, and these are all involving Ranta. Everything else, I shall be doing elsewhere. So after any more I find on Rainbow, it's Matanga, then it's Athena Island. And thankfully, we've already dealt with most of the outlying quests involving the additional areas. Well, other than Leyuta, I keep forgetting to go to some of the other chambers there. But other than that, everything's coming up good. So with that being said, that is it for today's part. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. And I do hope to see you all next time. Bye!